Black eagle, the majestic hunter of the skies. The black eagle, Ictinitis malayensis, stands as one of nature's most impressive aerial predators, commanding respect across the mountainous regions of Asia with its imposing presence and remarkable hunting prowess. This magnificent raptor, with its distinctive dark plumage and powerful build, represents the epitome of avian evolutionary success, perfectly adapted to life among the clouds and peaks of some of the world's most challenging terrains. Unlike many of its eagle relatives that prefer open grasslands or coastal areas, the black eagle has carved out a unique ecological niche in the forested mountains and hills of tropical and subtropical Asia. From the western Ghats of India to the dense forests of Southeast Asia, these remarkable birds have established themselves as apex predators in environments where few other large raptors dare to venture. Physical characteristics and adaptations. The black eagle's most striking feature is undoubtedly its deep, lustrous black plumage that appears almost metallic in certain lighting conditions. Adults display a uniform dark brown to black coloration across their entire body, with subtle variations that can appear bronze or deep chocolate depending on the angle of observation and lighting. This dark coloration serves multiple purposes, providing excellent camouflage against the shadowy forest canopy and rocky cliff faces where they often hunt and nest. Measuring between 70 to 80 centimeters in length with an impressive wingspan that can reach up to 180 centimeters, black eagles are substantial birds built for power and endurance. Their robust frame supports a weight ranging from 1.5 to 3 kilograms, with females typically being larger than males, following the common pattern of reverse sexual dimorphism seen in many raptor species. This size difference allows pairs to exploit different prey sizes and hunting opportunities, reducing competition between mates and maximizing their collective hunting efficiency. The species exhibits several remarkable adaptations that make them supremely suited to their mountainous habitat. Their broad, rounded wings are perfectly designed for soaring on thermal currents that rise from sun-heated valleys and slopes. These wings, combined with their relatively light wing loading, allow them to remain airborne for extended periods with minimal energy expenditure, essential for patrolling the vast territories they maintain in rugged terrain. Their talons are formidable weapons, with the rear talon being particularly well developed for grasping and killing prey. The curved, razor-sharp claws can exert tremendous pressure, capable of crushing the bones of medium-sized mammals and birds. Their powerful grip strength is complemented by exceptional leg muscles that provide the necessary force for both capturing prey and maintaining secure perches on narrow cliff ledges and swaying tree branches. The black eagle's head features are equally impressive, with piercing yellow to golden eyes that provide exceptional visual acuity. These eyes are positioned to provide both binocular vision for precise depth perception during hunting dives and a wide field of view for detecting movement across their territory. Their hooked beak, while smaller relative to their body size compared to some eagle species, is perfectly shaped for tearing flesh and is strong enough to crack open bones to access nutrient-rich marrow. Habitat and distribution. Black eagles inhabit a relatively restricted range compared to some of their more widespread relatives, being found primarily across tropical and subtropical Asia. Their distribution extends from the Indian subcontinent through Myanmar, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and into southern China, with isolated populations in various mountain ranges throughout this region. These birds show a strong preference for hilly and mountainous terrain, typically favoring elevations between 500 to 2,500 meters above sea level. They are most commonly found in areas where dense tropical forests meet rocky outcroppings, cliff faces, and deep valleys. This preference for complex, three-dimensional landscapes reflects their hunting strategy, which relies heavily on the element of surprise and the ability to use terrain features for concealment. The forests they inhabit are typically characterized by high canopy coverage, diverse tree species, and abundant wildlife. Primary and secondary growth forests both provide suitable habitat, though they show some preference for areas with large, mature trees that can support their substantial nests. The presence of water sources such as streams, rivers, or lakes within their territory is also important, as these areas often concentrate prey species and provide drinking opportunities. Climate plays a significant role in determining suitable black eagle habitat. They prefer regions with consistent rainfall that supports lush forest growth and maintains high prey density throughout the year. The monsoon patterns of tropical Asia create ideal conditions, with wet seasons supporting explosive growth in vegetation and prey populations, while dry seasons concentrate animals around remaining water sources. Territory sizes vary considerably depending on prey density and habitat quality, but pairs typically maintain territories ranging from 20 to 50 square kilometers. These territories are vigorously defended against other black eagles and sometimes other large raptors, with boundary disputes occasionally resulting in spectacular aerial confrontations high above the forest canopy. Hunting behavior and diet. The hunting behavior of black eagles represents one of the most sophisticated predatory strategies found among raptors. These birds are primarily what ornithologists term sit-and-wait predators, though this simple description fails to capture the complexity and precision of their hunting methodology. They combine patience, stealth, and explosive power in a hunting strategy perfectly adapted to their forested mountain environment. Black eagles typically begin their hunting day by establishing positions on high perches that provide commanding views of their territory. These perches are carefully selected based on multiple factors including visibility, wind patterns, thermal updrafts, and proximity to known prey corridors. From these vantage points, they can remain motionless for hours, their dark plumage helping them blend seamlessly with shadows and tree bark. Their diet is remarkably diverse, reflecting both their adaptability and the rich biodiversity of their mountain forest habitats. Small to medium-sized mammals form the backbone of their diet, with species such as tree squirrels, flying squirrels, small primates, and various rodents being particularly important prey items. They also regularly hunt birds, taking everything from small songbirds to medium-sized species like hornbills and pigeons. One of the most remarkable aspects of black eagle hunting behavior is their ability to capture prey in dense forest environments where many other raptors would struggle to maneuver. They accomplish this through a combination of exceptional flight control and an intimate knowledge of their territory's three-dimensional structure. When attacking, they can thread through narrow gaps between trees and execute sharp turns that seem impossible for a bird of their size. Their hunting technique varies depending on the prey and situation, but typically involves a swift, silent approach from above or behind cover. Their broad wings allow them to glide almost silently, giving prey little warning of the impending attack. The initial strike is usually aimed at the head or neck region, with their powerful talons delivering a killing blow that instantly subdues most prey items. Reptiles also feature prominently in their diet, particularly large lizards, snakes, and occasionally even small crocodilians near water sources. Their ability to handle venomous snakes demonstrates their skill and courage as predators, though they typically approach such dangerous prey with extreme caution, often stunning them with initial strikes to the head before moving in for the kill. Breeding and reproduction. The reproductive cycle of black eagles is a testament to their commitment to producing successful offspring in challenging mountain environments. Breeding typically coincides with the onset of favorable weather conditions, usually beginning during the early dry season when prey is abundant and weather conditions are stable enough to support the demanding process of raising young. Pair formation among black eagles appears to be a long-term commitment, with successful pairs often remaining together for multiple breeding seasons. This mate fidelity makes biological sense given the extensive territories they maintain and the time investment required to learn their complex mountain habitat thoroughly. Courtship displays are spectacular affairs that take full advantage of their aerial prowess, involving synchronized soaring, dramatic dives, and intricate flight patterns performed high above the forest canopy. Nest construction is a collaborative effort that demonstrates the species' engineering capabilities. Black eagle nests are massive structures built primarily in the crowns of large, sturdy trees, though they occasionally utilize cliff ledges in areas where suitable trees are unavailable. These nests are constructed from large sticks and branches, lined with softer materials such as leaves, bark strips, and occasionally animal fur or feathers. The construction process can take several weeks, with both partners contributing materials and participating in the careful arrangement of the nest structure. The finished nest typically measures between 1.5 to 2 meters in diameter and can be up to a meter deep, representing a substantial investment in time and energy. Pairs often maintain and reuse the same nest for multiple breeding seasons, adding new material each year until some nests become truly enormous structures. Egg laying typically occurs during the peak of the dry season, with females usually laying 1 to 2 eggs, though single egg clutches are more common. The eggs are relatively large, reflecting the substantial size of the species, and are incubated primarily by the female for approximately 40 to 45 days. During this period, the male takes on the primary responsibility for hunting and providing food for both himself and his mate. The incubation period is a vulnerable time for black eagle pairs, as the female must remain on the nest for extended periods, leaving her unable to hunt and making the nest location more conspicuous to potential threats. The male's hunting pressure increases significantly during this period, as he must capture enough prey to sustain 2 adults while maintaining territory defense. Parental care and juvenile development. Once hatching occurs, black eagle chicks enter a world of intensive parental care that will continue for many months. Newly hatched chicks are covered in white down and are completely dependent on their parents for warmth, protection, and food. The contrast between the dark adult plumage and the bright white chick down may seem counterproductive from a camouflage perspective, but it actually serves important communication functions, making it easier for parents to locate and tend to their young in the shadowy nest environment. The early weeks of chick development are characterized by rapid growth and a seemingly insatiable appetite. Both parents participate in hunting, though the female often remains close to the nest to provide protection and brooding services while the male ranges farther afield in search of prey. The variety of prey items brought to the nest during this period is remarkable, reflecting both the parents' hunting skills and the rich biodiversity of their mountain forest habitat. Feeding sessions are frequent during the early stages of chick development, occurring every few hours during daylight. Parents tear prey into appropriately sized pieces for their young, ensuring that bones and other indigestible parts are either removed or broken down to sizes that won't cause choking or internal damage. The parent's ability to assess and provide appropriate food sizes demonstrates remarkable intelligence and care. As the chicks grow, their white down is gradually replaced by juvenile plumage that is lighter and more mottled than the uniform dark plumage of adults. This transitional plumage provides better camouflage for young birds that are not yet skilled at remaining hidden, and may also serve as a visual signal to other black eagles that they are non-threatening juveniles rather than potential territory rivals. The fledging process typically occurs 70 to 85 days after hatching, but this represents only the beginning of independence for young black eagles. Even after leaving the nest, juveniles remain dependent on their parents for food and protection for several additional months. During this extended period of dependency, young birds learn crucial survival skills including hunting techniques, territory navigation, and threat recognition. Conservation status and threats. The conservation status of black eagles presents a complex picture that varies significantly across their range. While the species is not currently considered globally threatened, populations in many regions face increasing pressure from human activities and environmental changes. The International Union for Conservation of Nature currently lists the black eagle as a species of least concern, but this designation masks concerning regional declines and emerging threats. Habitat loss represents the most significant long-term threat to black eagle populations. The mountain forests they depend on are under increasing pressure from logging, agricultural expansion, and development projects. In many regions, the conversion of forest land to palm oil plantations, coffee farms, and other agricultural uses has fragmented their habitat and reduced prey populations to levels that cannot support viable breeding pairs. The species' dependence on large mature trees for nesting makes them particularly vulnerable to selective logging practices that target the largest and oldest trees in the forest. Even when forests are not completely cleared, the removal of potential nest trees can render otherwise suitable habitat unusable for breeding pairs. Climate change poses an emerging threat that could have significant impacts on black eagle populations in the coming decades. Changes in rainfall patterns could affect the forest ecosystems they depend on, while increasing temperatures might force suitable habitat to shift to higher elevations where available territory is more limited. The species' relatively restricted range and specific habitat requirements make them potentially vulnerable to climate-induced changes. Human disturbance represents another growing concern, particularly in regions where ecotourism and recreational activities are increasing. While black eagles are generally wary of human presence and can often coexist with low levels of human activity, frequent disturbance during breeding season can lead to nest abandonment and reproductive failure. Persecution by humans, while not as severe as that faced by some other raptor species, does occur in some regions. Occasionally, black eagles are killed by farmers who perceive them as threats to livestock, though such incidents are relatively rare given their natural prey preferences. More concerning is the illegal capture of birds for the wildlife trade, as their impressive size and striking appearance make them attractive to collectors. Ecological importance. Black eagles play a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance of their mountain forest ecosystems. As apex predators, they help regulate prey populations and contribute to the complex web of interactions that maintain biodiversity in these rich habitats. Their presence often indicates healthy ecosystem functioning, making them valuable indicator species for conservation monitoring. Their role as predators extends beyond simple population control of prey species. By removing weak, sick, or injured individuals from prey populations, black eagles contribute to the overall health and genetic fitness of their prey species. This selective pressure helps maintain strong, adaptable prey populations that are better equipped to face environmental challenges and disease pressures. The species also contributes to nutrient cycling within their forest ecosystems. Through their hunting activities and waste production, they help redistribute nutrients across their territories, moving energy and materials from areas of high concentration to areas where they are needed for ecosystem processes. Cultural significance and human interactions. Throughout their range, black eagles have captured the imagination of human cultures, often appearing in folklore, religious traditions, and cultural practices. In many Asian cultures, eagles are symbols of power, freedom, and spiritual connection, and the black eagle's impressive presence and mysterious forest lifestyle have contributed to its role in various cultural traditions. In some regions, black eagles are considered harbingers of good fortune or spiritual messengers, while in others they are viewed with a mixture of respect and caution due to their formidable hunting abilities. These cultural connections can be important for conservation efforts, as positive cultural associations often translate into greater public support for protection measures. Traditional ecological knowledge held by indigenous communities often includes detailed observations of black eagle behavior, habitat preferences, and ecological relationships. This knowledge can provide valuable insights for conservation scientists and complement scientific research with generations of careful observation and understanding. Future prospects and conservation efforts. The future of black eagle populations depends largely on our collective ability to balance human development needs with habitat conservation. Several promising conservation initiatives are already underway across their range, focusing on habitat protection, community engagement, and scientific research. Protected area networks play a crucial role in black eagle conservation, as many of their most important habitats fall within national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, and other protected areas. However, the effectiveness of these protections varies significantly, and many protected areas lack adequate resources for effective management and enforcement. Community-based conservation programs show particular promise for black eagle conservation, especially when they incorporate local communities as active partners in protection efforts. Programs that provide economic incentives for habitat conservation while respecting traditional land use practices often achieve better long-term success than top-down conservation approaches. Research efforts continue to improve our understanding of black eagle ecology, behavior, and conservation needs. Modern tracking technologies, including satellite telemetry and GPS loggers, are providing unprecedented insights into their movement patterns, territory use, and habitat requirements. This information is crucial for developing effective conservation strategies and identifying priority areas for protection. The majestic black eagle stands as a testament to the incredible diversity and adaptability of avian predators. Their mastery of mountain forest environments, sophisticated hunting strategies, and complex social behaviors represent millions of years of evolutionary refinement. As we face the challenges of conserving biodiversity in an increasingly human-dominated world, The black eagle serves as both an inspiration and a reminder of what we stand to lose if we fail to protect the wild places that remain. Their continued presence in the skies above Asia's mountains depends on our wisdom, commitment, and ability to find sustainable solutions that allow both human communities and wildlife to thrive in these remarkable landscapes.